Welcome to the Market Bull. Joining me today is Metals One, a company that's recently listed on the London AIM market. Metals One is developing battery metals projects in Northern Europe, and I'd like to warmly welcome their CEO, Jonathan Owen. Jonathan, congratulations on this major achievement for the company, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Sarah. No, it's a pleasure to be here and to see you again.
Could you start by talking us through what's the strategy at Metals One and why are you focused on projects in Northern Europe?
That's a great question. Battery metals underpin the energy transition, this move to net zero by 2050 that we're pushing in Europe. The challenge in Europe is that we don't have the necessary supply to meet that burgeoning demand over the next few decades. So our strategy is to identify and develop those battery metals resources that can meet the needs of the energy transition.
Sounds very, very interesting. Thanks for that, Jonathan. Could you give us an overview of the Finland and Norway projects and the farm-in transactions that I understand you had completed before the AIM listing?
Currently, we have two project areas, as you mentioned, Finland and Norway. In Finland, we have the Black Schist projects. These are adjacent to Talvivaara. Talvivaara is Europe's only significant nickel producer at the moment, and we hold land adjacent to that mining operation. Very similar ore body. For us, it's relatively low risk due to that, but it has huge upside potential in terms of volumes for us to pursue. We have a farm-in with Gunsynd plc, who will be contributing over the work programme £1 million of investments at a project level, so this is project level investment, and that will carry the majority of the cost of the exploration programme over the next 12 to 18 months. In Norway, we have the Rana project. The Rana project is equally interesting. It is regarded as one of the world's most significant nickel deposits, or has the potential to become one of the world's most significant nickel deposits. It's an earlier stage of development to the Finnish projects that we have. It does require deep pockets, and we have our partner Kingsrose Mining, listed on the AXX, have come in and will be contributing up to around £8 million worth of investments over the next few years for a proportion of the asset at a project level.
Thanks, Jonathan. So can we look at the work programmes that you mentioned? Can we talk about what they involve for both projects, and what are the news catalysts that we could be looking out for perhaps over the next 6 to 12 months?
Starting with Finland again, we have an extensive 3-phase programme of drilling set out for the next 12 to 18 months. This accumulates up to around about 9,000 metres of drilling, which is quite significant. Plus then the electromagnetic surveys, etc., that we need to do to complement that. So in terms of news flows in Finland, we're straight out of the blocks. We listed on Monday. We will be undertaking the geophysical work, electromagnetic surveys, etc., within the next month, and then we will be looking to drill into Q3 in the first phase of drilling. And that should complete, hopefully, I'd say by the end of the year, but let's say expectations early Q1, and then we can then reiterate with further phases of drilling based on the findings that we get out of this first phase. So plenty of news flow to come through from Finland. Norway, Kingsrose, they're already on the ground, they're already active, and in fact they're already drilling, so they've already undertaken around about £1 million worth of electromagnetic surveys. The drilling campaign has started, and they will be drilling up to around about 5,000 metres over the coming period in Norway. So lots of news flow straight out of the blocks, and very exciting.
Yeah, you're certainly hitting the ground running, and we'll look forward to following that progress. In summary, for anybody considering making an investment in Metals One, the ticker is MET1, but could you summarise what are the main investment highlights?
Yes, so the projects are ideally located to the European, for example, EV OEMs such as Audi, BMW, Tesla, etc., with the gigaplants in Germany. We will have access to some of the world's lowest cost green energy grids in Europe, which is important in terms of the carbon footprint of the EV batteries that will ultimately be produced out of our products. And the other point is that we secured these assets when the nickel price was perhaps half of what it is today, and that's still locked into our model. So we believe we offer a very favourable entry point into this market.
Fantastic, a really exciting new proposition, and we will really look forward to hearing more news in due course. But for now, thanks so much for taking time to speak to us, Jonathan, and we'll catch up again soon.
Thank you again, Sarah.